the dawn, Mamma Camachro, young Bachelor. This is the NT, best grateful. My Mamma Kayan, the you want right to go on protest or demonstration. So we will exhaust all the avenues in police protection and come. Let's sit down, strike what it was to me. That's right. Oh, you're not by ya. If it's in that case, you do that the panic. Sabi or Sunday, Yakacho Galaway, one for some cono, Ghana, your mind. You for Condia by ya, you resuscitate the economy by your pump by Exim Bank, $750 million. And that you know to show up the dollar. So the bear one bottom one. Syndicated loan or $1 billion so. No sorry about the economy no over boost na bibia kodo. Na IMF so ye dey nwa to the day. Yami ya donor so about $3 billion so obotum aboa. Nti ye shega anye nimpa na president dem o kaka o chapo dem no. Nyame ne fie no kwakwa say megitumi da Ghana hanam ayesho. Na ye Ghana ko say we atim na ne bia ka Ghana ha because a import driven country. Therefore you import in the margin nti. This as to them nti no. Pejanesa nkere I'm discouraged. I mean despair. The Ghana why agent to me here. You good ala the Yagopo na domara Yamabokodo. Until you good year the president in H don. Sabosha president is not an armchair president. He's still moving around there. And they can say, I'll go Upper West region. Kalio
Uncle, how they give me just some few moments. Now I have enough time for you. Say we are official media partners for the Homo War celebrations. Nunti BBF Homo War who be no or here sem. So I pick Okocha from a location or back again now. Yeah, share what's the latest Aircos War celebrations. Okocha, Adian Aircoso.
Professor Lino Te Uwo the fourth Wabetna so idea penikuo Mr. VIP also and a politician also and a musician comedian obi bia o matter e was society no so no idea o nyina no abetiemu e wa ha abetu eye onye entemu o so no abetiemu idea o yene shira o ye omo Oshemutu honorable Otis no o wa butu kan o kan honorable Subi no kasi olotu akopie mo US ma wa ba for omo odutu no no free saso and a French ambassador our Ghana and Soka no so no yamano o hima ewo usuwa odutu no the school name no Nole Owa Oman Atichirem say Oyima ono so buane mind Oyima on buane mind no any French ambassador ono so no na Oshemuwa adi aseni obi abeti wa ba me no ka say sia na ohene e kasa we ye but ohene e ka ne say osha otua sofa ewo aha sofa ni o anu wa ha o se obi ya se ta sofa no ta so na oha o otu product bia bibia bi ewa ha onu a oyo ohene kura bo oyo papa ta so ni o ewa ha yo lawyer ewa ha yo politician ewa ha yo ewa ha so ya na so mama omo so omo da so papa
Coach and Pacho Shafuni ye mame kakra yet on combat oninu wechre wadaruma. Better now, twas well.
School ɛwɔ ɛyɛ aha ɛyɛ na wohyɛ mu so a ɔhyɛ bi obi biara wofo sɛ asɛbi awo wone obi ɛwɔ problem a wofo sɛ wode ba ɔyɛ so a obɛtumi asɔ wo ade ama ɔyɛ sɛ ɔhwɛ bi sɛ biribi saa no bɛbɛsi na pono ɛbɛbie ade ase wɔ ɛne sa bi a mobɛbɛsia no ɛyɛ ade a ɛyɛ osie na ɔno nso no bɛhwɛ ama biribiara akɔyie ɛde ama amanfoɔ wɔ yɛ bɛyie paa ɛwɔ ɛyɛ aha a biribiara ɛkɔ ɛwɔ ɛyɛ aha lẹ́nu méjì ẹ̀dá tó ṣe yẹ̀dí akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ẹ̀wọ̀ ẹ̀yẹ ìṣúwà ìṣúná òkúrẹ́ àwọn bá yà ẹ̀dí ẹ̀dá ọ̀yẹ́ ní ẹ̀dí ẹ̀wà kejì ẹ̀dá pàtì lùsùnà ọ̀bùnì akẹ́kọ̀ọ́.
All right, Okocha, Mamina Wasi, Mamina Okocha say from Eye Homowo Grant Sono, Echna, Unim say, Yejinamu Gidi, Happy on Wheels, mini edition. Happy Sports, Anafe, and Sempi, Ebe Woho, and you know, you catch the train from Homowo Ground, so no. But Adams, back to you on a year, good for issues, you know. Says, I buy the dear partner measures are all year to cushion a year traders, proud to good for a closing down of shops, you know.
It's a good until make it, we have about some 5 days more. And so now, why then? We're about to workshop no more. As human beings, you know, in a way, a group of people, you know, I mean, led by a doctor. So you can just imagine when you meet Papa, what the government has to do through the Ministry of Trade and Industry as quickly as possible in the other engage one. And I hope it's by this time, so plans are far advanced and are behind the scenes, you know, we engage one. And see, when you soon the enter my Monday, no, so 29th, no. Let them strike, you know, without tension. Because them are making good for you. And one will be man, when you're the president, you know, he has not thrown his hand into the air in despair, like he said in the church. There, like I'm saying, Exim Bank, $750 million. America as a country is a small money. It's not a small money. Syndicated loan, $1 billion. It's not a small money. You talk about the next step here, IMF $3 billion. No, be a bank, so because of that, it is we are buying gold. Yeah, there are a gold vault for World Bank, so that we can put the gold there in case of emergency. For you see, government from government, they should have done all these things. Because the last time me Queen Elizabeth on them gold vault in UK, be a machine. All these things are coming from Obuasi, Takwa, Pristia, South Africa, and so on and so forth. Then they were Ghana, Hana, gold here. Then we don't have gold vault. Oh yeah, they are done all hard. But in now, Assembisia, now Sabi, and Sasha and Nipadu Kuma, Sabi, Nimzibi, Mokode, Tiabese, me sure the trade and industry. Alan Kojo Chairman, Honorable. He's also a fine gentleman. He knows what is trade. Yes, act fatter. What do you call it? AFCTA. Yeah, most can blank up. The name, no, but it's not easy. Juma, or you know, he's expert in when it comes to trade and industry. So I don't think so. But not today under his purview, under his watch, you know, in Kofuno express misgivings, you know, he has about some days to. Of it in the perhaps because and the bush here. I'm not privy to that, but I hope that when Bekasa, the leader, the doctor, will make sure the whole group in Bekasa, because it will close the shop on that day. You know, don't know, with the greatest respect. That day maybe the kind of sales that you make, but that is a protest you want to show. Naturally, it's one quadrat tour, it was some that tour, and to say, yes, so you turn a mobile and you want to cast an open oh, Yenja. Sabi, what to sink a crap. It's me, I shared one woman because what I say. When I was with the frantic effort that the government is doing at resuscitating the economy, and therefore, one would there were Bandamara, but there are certain things we are some both are not what were tight in your community. For me, we have to engage them, appeal to them that we have not thrown our hands in despair. Yes, you may make sure that you show up the dollar. To make sure that, but do you know, man, and when the dollar comes, that one I will appeal to my own government. So when the dollar comes, let the dollar stay in our conventional banks rather than say other kind of black marketing here and so forth. It's in honor of my ultima, Ubinum so Sabi, Scanabahonama, it doesn't go through these traders, you know, and see, I might say, Sabi, import-oriented country like Ghana, and see, we are sure they will engage them and there will be fruitful discussion. And as a result, they will rescind their decision. Will make sure that ni Sabana Bemja, you need my president and uncle. Yes, yeah, but in a come you bumano. When president could say another campaign, and a ban couldn't watch that cause the dollar to rise. But there are other evil external factors like Ujafu Putin on what can he make today? He doesn't care where there are civilians. He's bombing. Today, as we speak in Ukraine, they are celebrating their anniversary. I think 31st anniversary. And the civilians are dying. This is raging genocide. And Putin thinks, okay, anybody that's any, wana, oguda homo, on Chebiana a week. So all these things will come and haunt you. Sir, I won't see now cremation in Germany. That's what said the word about you will be away wumpono. Now that business is going off. In Ghana, we are seeing when you can across a same German akono. When your gas go what about cremation? When your gas in your cremation, not Germany so assassin, we know that industries and come as what that subway, train, a buses and all for who be wa. I feel about it who they were at San no one can say at two days and a year single. So they didn't want us or products are sent to the paper. So all these are factors. Russia, you see, now you can't buy anything in Russia with dollar. They say come and buy it in their currency so that their currency will rise up. I think that is a Russian currency. Check them out. It is even higher than the dollar because the demand and supply. It's a Russia for they have everything. A time will come. Russia will look for common grain of maize to eat. When you look at them shelling, the bombing here and there, it's simply too much, and they are bombing to the extent that so sabi or repercussions, ripple effects on Ghanaians and Africa for that matter. It's yes, a good afo. You put one chow, and it's no boom. You that the dollar no, I nosedive, but yet no, we have not thrown our hands in the air in despair. We are not discouraged because we know that still the battle is the Lord's. Do you know where I take my inspiration from?
Tell me.
I take my inspiration from recent past COVID-19, even though it's still lingering on our shores. But I don't remember no nyame eka Ghana for and we are for him there. His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo was the leader in fight against COVID-19. Onye din kura no say fellow Ghanaians. I was surprised. So now wearing of nose masks is option. I am telling you, the not the down corner Akufo-Addo not some okay. We are the man painful and you now open about today. Yes, as a president, I don't have the power in any way whatsoever in my life to bring life and to bring death to life. But by the grace of God, through God who strengthens me, to resuscitate the economy, I have the men who can bring it. You know, where the economy at a low as 3.6%. NDC with Germany in 2017. You moving and your COVID and was 7.5. You 8. The world economy we were one of the best. But all of a sudden, we don't know where it comes from. This pandemic, baby, will affect it. It's a man you can't there. You should be where you are economy. The speed at which we are running this economy in a very positive manner. Graph nature there, now we don't think we have to go to the IMF because in Yaba to the IMF and NDC woman, you go to my IMF because NDC there was an unemployment. The whole civil servants now when you incorporate in the COVID nature over 600 to 700,000 workers. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo president o jam wo o tu ebinim ka me wa ebinim kwaduma 2 weeks one share the no why they private sector a lot of people there was what you call downsizing or redundancy, but when it comes to public sector President Akufo-Addo o jam the man mokwe at that time na no ye mende nyame na dumala don me you na yesu ye nwaje o me nsu free o me light free, but in this work here yeah, some year can day. Young man, some year can yapaba. Chow yet pagana for chow day. We are the Maya show. Ebiaka Ghana. This has them to Guta for so. When Yabuter, the president, Obaya, Sabi Muji Kaka, the boy, mutiti unyama bi do the what one the same person na mo dono mo dofono na mo dofono onya mo boni bia na bibi ntina ma dofono no ho asabe ne sai sifom kakra bi no na say mo dono be etia. Remember your first love. Buddha. Remember your first love. Then make sure that the same grace of God na do dan kwa for the president. No the namna oma munya dodi man ma bosoka edu apart in wo form yetu mutonadina. The same grace of God no so. Obebebio. That is why he's saying the battle is still the Lord's. This one too shall pass.
You heard OSP on the auction cars and statement no the buy no how the party feels, because I'm fulfill say OSP it's your appointee, even though our fixed mandate I exceed the tenure of this government. He's still your blood, same as a year customs, any GRA appointees, Kendall Damwani Adeno. The quest for a year auction who details and who is saying.
Don, as far as I'm concerned, and I'm sure my party is concerned, we have to give the OSP, Lawyer Ajabe, more room for him to operate. There is perception corruption in this country, or perceived corruption in this country. So corruption. We want to bring something that will serve as a deterrent, and I say maybe some kind of policing something be able to remember corruption. Now such a person, very young and strong person, or you imagine what we have to do in there. I mean, them. But the point in there, if you think say OSP and now say special prosecutor, the assembly ban as that is not the end of it. Go to competent court of jurisdiction and go and answer questions and as a co-clear or the say you are way baby call. Now as some do former deputy general secretary of the NPP, lawyer Wahin. Okay, Otumke defendi. So for the fact that OSP is demanding something, you have to give it to him. If you think you have the contrary, but to market a for the man. Let your lawyers also write in. I think it's not the final arbiter, another authority. Go to the courts. It's to say, Abanda, Nipona, you probably join perceived corruption, you be here if you want, you better choose a benun tefi, Yakakan Sama, or man, what's not order you, Jumano, or this is not witch hunting. Because once we don't have the witches, then we must also not have hunters. The point in the Waba Day was 2016 to date, or 5th August. Auction cars are not a product vended tomato paste, tofu, you may be a auction in Biano. Won't show. Question I'm putting me OSP. Tiny day. A ben, the Munkofri now, why are auditor now? You have audited the reports there. If you have audited the report, use the audited report. Why you find out there is a fishy deal, send them to the appropriate court, that is the competent court of jurisdiction, and go and prosecute them. Let them also come with their lawyers and then come and defend themselves. So when you go to court and argue, whoever wins the case, say yeah. But here is the case, people are perceiving him as a or hunter or Canada, no, he's in the count. You are all institutions. Obama came to Ghana and said that we should allow the institutions to work. We must respect it because the institution on Yejumano, even though individuals are minor, say the individual no man no but use discretion on BBR. Put him right through the laws of this country because we are the rule of law. And see, if the OSP Nigeria or trample on your fundamental human rights and other things, master, look for a good lawyer or whatever, and then go there because we are talking about prosecution. We are not talking about persecution. So if he has a prosecutorial what you call powers, but not the persecutorial powers, then of course, why don't you? But for me, all that is say people honor some he goes to court. He doesn't take the decision by saying that I'm judging you, I'm sentencing you. He also goes to court, go and see somebody sitting in the chair and judging the case. So don't be afraid of the special prosecutor, but rather be Manyonyanko, because he is what? Getting money for Ghana. And Ghana, See, was the Kabebe Waka tree, perceived correction, confer we are fitting the non pimpim. Nakaya, the Madi and another Danko for the Daba there. We should set something called Office of the Special Prosecutor to make sure that corruption are all by we are Jimu, Sikagiti and Confuji Wagana and Adina. Yakabuma, we are not Kayam to Exim Bank, $750 million, and Kayam Koji syndicated loan of $1 billion, and Kayam Kayam $3 billion because yet is Sikaso. Yet is Sikaso, and I agree. See, yet is Sikaso, but the management of the money is our challenge and problem. Sikadi yet so, and I believe that God yet so. Why should British have a gold vault and Ghana don't have a gold vault? What is the? I mean, why? I mean, how? So these are some of the things. Yes, sir. Yes, special prosecutor. No, me feel that he's not hunting anybody. He's not hunting anybody. What he's demanding, if you have the contrary, take it to court and say, this man is hunting me. I think that there has been, since 2016, you know, there has been audited accounts or audited edition. If you can act of parliament, maybe a parliament committee for whatever, why should maybe go to parliament or something like that. But don't feel like it's going to be, don't feel like it's going to be, it's going to be give and take. You see, the point is that we are at a point whether NPP, NDC, GCPP, or whatever, we must, when we have enough money in this country to manage this country, there is no need for us to go for IMF loan and so on and so forth. Say 8 years, 15 years, 20 years. A man so president a developer, Ghana for that is the point. So I think that the OSP and the Canada Moors and the GRA and so on and so forth. Please, the war of words and so on and so forth, you know, it's not good. What is important, if you don't understand anything, go to competent court of jurisdiction and make sure that nobody hunts you, nobody forces you to do it. And for me, President Akufo-Addo must give a, you know, or the other than I say, why are they? Why I am doing there. What set office called Office of the Special Prosecutor? We make sure they perceive corruption in this country. Katasishani proyeni kankai any wisam wagana han. Yentum mchase krana. Yeboti maiden at soda before kra. Na Ghana yiska. Yada yinsu. Ebian say Speaker of Parliament, the constituency Kalio, and the Speaker of Parliament, Okona light offer, and them solar energy. Obutuma so air condition widen to relax.
Mamina Adams say Richard Manuribe, you're on point. Also, Abba Kainsawa, he's a member of the NDC. Richard, we've already touched on a year Guta for alerts no Mudiaba of a closure of shops on Monday, no, due to the city's depreciation. Any other matters within the trading sector, and no war anafe. We just did a year a conversation on a year OSP. On customs, Mamintiwe.
They don't.
Richard Manuribe.
Watch me about papa.
So when you na me dey show
watch me about but fetch me say my lead kakra.
Oh, no worries.
And I'm say see the dollar depreciation, see the S current no. Na me call to do around the station so me copy be ntona chira matumi akra no ma. But unfortunately me do on can operate beton in another. Yes. Our beton in our German for no TB ni ho. Jenenta na my lead kakra. Say me kra no ma chira. I want to say your business here ton idea. $1 want me for to be na woni. But me feel get chawa for me one of my senior disappointed politicians in Ghana. What me served since 1992. Abobra NPP mo nam up and down.
Disappointed politician.
NPP politician. One nam up and down. Danokra me nam me do Malam Junction. Now me ho so bi kura galon. One nam ne so gidi okwanya don okoto fuel. And the fuel want me to. Meanwhile a man for use coupons. Almost and why no most abedi deputy secretary we jagbawe sa bedroom pension on nam hoyi me nua Ismael na me dana me chia no so adwuma na oye no me kira da bia say anka ye mi a de don anka me nye enya say me see party de oye party adwuma wo de ne say de ondi hu fa so but when adwuma na adwina also wono government must create a space for you to also be able to handle an economy to make the nation develop. They say that be on the more incompetent Mahama. They be on say this is for yahwe. Who kwa wa balance me more hwe wo ye. Party me kwa mo chiche post no kwa mo say adwuma no ntimi mbo number. Tena ho. I was discussing with my flag bearer, John Dramani Mahama. No, I say, oh, that this young man from Wejagba, you ought to make a fancy that they say, you know, I didn't want to be journey. And I say, oh, one idiot. Baby, I did now you lay another end day. While polluting Nigeria now. Meanwhile, ambulance in the contract now, Mama, Minister of Health and International, or Mama Obi. You deserve something now. They are not giving you. Meanwhile, Nyabutre, we will have you at heart. You are our brother. Nyabutre, Enchebia is as John Dramani Mahama Ba. You have a baby Kakram wash it. Naja, and you be Akra and Kaja, regional communication director, you be an uncle Mujama, you have a more baby Amash. I'm a baby Akwe. But I don't him say, my ambition is so who. My ambition at the hopper, and Timino said that be out here, me tea of our own female. But I want to assure you, say, my ambition of becoming the regional communication officer of Otiri Genedia. Me go so amiye hwejuma na say na me free constituency by me free region so me no say Otiri region for nyina mama kwenya na be communication director of the party o me contest the incumbent ho I'm content the incumbent so okobio
yeah where you hwan no because
it's called almost say
who anke atini din
yes your friend diplomatic
yeah menti din we
say on say so my marketing kakra
who lie no who ni mo do what din yabo Richard Manuribe
yes sanet here but don't CD and Guta it all boils down to the economic hardship by cost of Okroma and there's no two ways about that. Guta say they are falling out from their businesses. It is not about them falling out. It is the businesses falling out. It's a two different things. And Komunya they won't fold out because so if you fold out your business, you also need to eat. But I say, business are falling up, you follow the trend of the business. And they are kind of the business in the egu. And you want the business in the individuals are driving the business, you know. Omuna the business in the chintin, intimate. Say, baby, I am papa. They don't. I've always say, your major problem in this country, baby, Edruno. What kind IMF report and almost say lack of international access, international market access. And I'm the demand for domestic bonds are very high. And she said, IMF and Bemwa, Ghana economy is shrinking and it's going down to the drain. And we will now record negative our debt to GDP, which is obviously true. Because you can say debt to GDP is escalating to 90%. And a food inflation about 43%. City to dollar depreciation, but you know one thing that caused all this is lack of mismanagement of the economy. And again, some way back. Don't. Near good for Kano, AGI for Kano, you know. Dana MPC for Monetary Policy Committee for no. Omo buy omo report by say the raise policy monetary policy rate, you know. I could do if I was like 22%, you know. Let me see, hey, baby, you do no dear, you because amount for any so say who raise policy rate now. The advantage in this say there will be increment of treasury bills. And treasury bills in Beko high. Now go higher. NPP for now ammonia quanta muska them. They will now go there invest. So the mentality and the idea, the ideology of making say the policy rate will go high and then say the NTO ways and say if your policy monetary rate go high, your treasury bills rate will go high. Say go higher. Scanner was system my cost inflation. What is that? Inflation just a man for fast scanning through the banking processes. So more money chasing fuel goes in the town. And it's also then it will give them the appetite to go and buy more treasury bills. Next time you also call back to the state coffers. They will can't use to manage the economy. But I don't why would that? When you say we are facing three major problems in our economy today because of the negligence of Kenya for data. One, expectation. They don't. When you say minuti who are number for baby, and there will be asked to do 10,000 CDR. The next obedience will call for us bureau. No $2 because they can predict the dollar. The dollar now better about this. So instead of depending this can back to bank, another other investment, or call for us bureau now $2. No, they bet on him say in the next 23 hours they are expecting say the dollar will go high. Yeah. So people are not circulating the money; they buy the dollar and keeping the foreign, which is called dollar hedging. So this is one thing I echo so. Number two, capital flight. Capital flight is a major problem we are facing in our state economy today. Why? When is that bonds need investors after Moody any fit for a downgrade year or beyond the bond year mature that on your rollover before they were doing rollover. Now rolling over because the interest rate now cost no. They don't do rollover again because they've told us that the economy is crashing. Into original scanning you convert the money into dollar. Now they are going to play more. Because the US economy has been hiked And there's good interest rate in other states of America. They've thought it why I say because of the pandemic, the businesses has moved from the European and other part of the economy to the United States. They make the interest rate very lucrative. No, so most of the people that are doing capital flight in Ghana, they move their money from Ghana to the United States of America because they have good interest rate. I mean, you can say historically, being see that it's another thing. They don't. Another major problem of the hardship of our economy, our reserve. You know, say before, our reserve was 9 billion. But because of the mismanaged economy, I push scanner, our economy not crashing. So they depleted the reserve from the 9 billion to 3 billion. They don't see oil marketing company, the BDC, for and can they use the reserve to cushion them a little bit. That's why not sometimes you're friend stabilization of the oil sector and then the deregulation the buy, and that's kind of be cushion because the oil bulk purchasing companies bulk oil companies or mobile or BDC for or oil now they buy against 90 those window prices. Oh, and they say you got all this price and then say $1 million. And additionally, the $1 million has moved to $1.2 million. So if you don't even increase the rate, because before Obasa Kotono, then your money have been depleted by 40%. So reserve then we'll be able to manage the oil prices. So the moment we're able to manage the fuel prices, there will be a stabilization of goods. Oh, and goods and services will be very stabilized. And then you know, because there's lack of confidence in investment in this country. We'll be investing in the the last time I didn't take it from me tell say that no for that Eurobond market I raise 90% Eurobond in a zero coupon bond. I was discounting the 20%. I say that was where the economy was crumbled because there's no appetite for investment into your bonds. Your international markets, your top bonds, and people discounted. The agent say bond ubeton 1 million Ghana cedi. They just say umbeton 800,000. No, but you know what you're 1 million. So the interest at the discount is even higher than the interest rate than Kauba. So so there's lack of confidence in the Ghanaian economy. And she didn't money economy. And good afford it, baby. So if you're not able to fold up, and can end me more, and can you never so more or more better questions, and can tell now municipal is now quite high. You will be able to go to the retail bank. Most of them they go to the retail banks. The retail banks it's not about BOG, Bank of Ghana, other banks, Commercial Bank, ADB, and First Atlantic. The retail banks don't come more interest or more loans are. It will be appetite for it and the interest is that. But they say the policy rate no echo higher no. And then because the treasury bills they will now flow domestic treasury bills. And don't flow domestic treasury bills now. Then the banking sectors will now flow the treasury bills. And to me can afford that I represent that buy no. And I'm to say that can afford the treasury bills no or domestic and also compare loan to 2,000. Now me run PNG coastal. Me pay 2,000. They don't when on Bemano. They will give enough for that because he will be able to pay. Because the bank, the business people, they will not be confident. I bet you calculate here. So what happened is that all the local business will fold up. No, that's the most dangerous thing. They will fold up because the interest rate is high. They will not be able to access facilities and not liquidation or investing into business. So that will create major unemployment rate. And you see, Aben was so smart. Oh yeah, you know, Johnny call why I don't know whether they communicate. Oh yeah, what him say? A lot of people with labor use it with an undergraduate and where GSS SS no Johnny call because him say there will be more of unemployment. No Johnny call why he said yeah we have given financial credits for employing 5,000 youth for youth in community nursing. Yeah. You see how tactical the government is. So to keep says okay, say if there's unemployment, they will have a backlot of it because they can use the talk tax to pay. Meanwhile, the talk tax have been lying there for so many years. You see how smart this government is. Right, they don't. The economy is about clear brains that we use. And to me, good for Kano. Me church say, and you're following up. The businesses are following up. Okay. Those the engineer, the human resource of them must follow the trend of the business. But there's an assurance say, Penny John Dramani Mahama by 7 January 2025. We have a way we can cushion this economy. Tactical way. We're going to move to entrepreneurial and development education, and then move development. Then we move from Ministry of Agri to agribusiness. And that's where the economy can have a quick recovery of business. No, me can say, colleagues are when you move school, welding, fitting, mason, or muskadao. Have you the BSCAO? But who qualify only tech and now UDS, no, there be a time just yes, that's what Jamaica is going to move into. Entrepreneurial development, technical and vocational education. They will now look at the agri sector. They will move the Ministry of Agri to Ministry of Agri and Agribusiness. Hey. Then agribusiness will now quick up to make sure they a bit more picking up the rapid economic response, so that there will not be hunger in the system. So if there's no hunger in the system, there will be honesty.
Mamima just a bite on OSP.
They don't. But the Ministry for OSP. But only say if there's no hunger in the system, there will be honesty, and that's why we have picked up the economy. Good. OSP and then custom. Good. Clearly, I don't speak for custom. But I think I've read document, I've gone out, did a follow-up, and I see what is happening between the special prosecutor and Canada and then custom. I think the special prosecutor has not been fair to the gentleman. He has never been fair to Canada. How? I think there's more of a personal interest into this. Let us be honest. In as much as there's one thing. If there's a stabilization of the economy, all of us will not suffer. If you look at what happened with La Bianca, it has been something that has been happening even under John Mahama's administration. It has been something that has been happening under President Kufuor's administration that will give discount to business people, local business people. Then they can be able to export and import more so that we also get revenue. They don't. That's not yet called Parliament. Parliament called say you pay $750 million loan. No. The same day, the same Minister of Finance have laid out they want $6 million US tax exemption for foreigners. Are you aware? The tax exemption that we exist in this year is about $3 billion. Foreigners, Chinese, Indians, worlders, and all of them come to Free Zone Enclave, register the company, at the end of the close it down and turn around and always get tax exemption with huge amount of money. So if La Bianca, who is employing over 5,000 youth in this country, that get a discount of 5% or 7% or 8%, what is the interest of special prosecutor? We have critical issues that Kisei Jabe must investigate in this country. Not this embryonic and basic things. What is that? They don't. Media sebi baby I am disappointed with the young man.
I don't auction car ni bia no.
Oh, na media me kwanya da no. They don't want to say bia me trotro na me fo. Unim. I have not gained for anything. The auction car okay. I know very well. I will be very happy say he should investigate the auction car. You know why? Kisei Jabe should know that he should address that letter to the Commissioner of Custom. You know why I'm saying that? There's a presidential asset committee of confiscation. Unim sir.
Double salary, I say investigation because I say
you see when you have
double salary, is he and now what he has
at least Raj is not even ready to listen.
He's
not even ready to listen.
You know, he doesn't have to create impression. Say our government is corrupt. They should investigate. Double salary
but a special prosecutor appointed by your own government has set up an investigation into one of your own appointees.
I understand, but it should not go that way because the way he's going, he's creating an impression as if say, corrupt. The government is ready to make sure they investigate.
You see a typical Nana Baumia boy.
You see what is the
I was making
I just want to tell you, sir.
Technical submission.
You should not create the impression.
No, the impression. But right, they are all barge into the studio, no.
But because good. You see, but the essence of investigation special prosecutor government, no.
That's what Baby program, no. All of a sudden, our run program.
Government, no. Say bonia. Yambambe okay. And this is government or mutual double salary. And this is government official government one. Obianwa kase be investigation. So you should not create the impression say as if you slow investigate and say government now corrupt. That is the impression he's creating. So I want him to know, sir, in this country way. Economy now what can some person running around the bush economy. Minimum now more was it your mama about 2015 by 2015. 2025 now ya shall say appoint member now be the same the same t-shirt now ya shall no and what be ya shall no to come about your mama be vice president Oba acting president, Oba president. A dear pan what difference? Oba make in the government to Oba. I mean, yeah, praise to say, economy would de be out here, and economy cannot cry. Medium Panasa was what cannot grow. If we are singing now, affect here. And young qua.
Yeah.
That is the fact that a person will be come at for it. Yeah. Why fair and justice and honest. Say, if we are singing now, affect here. Per you, your thinking is say, Yanko Poyadum Nasi, a mamma, do maybe I'll make me better than the AA. Fair enough. Why a genuine? But Saudi Gary. Netie eguye du animu a na wo keti impression say atif ye government no economy the anyade. That is the reason why I want you to clear on this. The person we clear on this one. Or minimum no. Or kasa ina no text me say me who to say.
OSP move no on Colonel Damwa.
No, make up answer me.
My Richard in
no auction cast asama. You see last obekaya wo bisa masam na mesi mi anya se mintimi nkasa wo ba ekina something e wo se oni pa wo hwe wonum kasa yi
no correct
kroma ya ye auctions bebrebe e wo mse special prosecutor na ye ne de ne baaye ba enye NPP special prosecutor ye Ghana nti wo ye juma ma Ghana fo nti se e base opese wo ye sadia that means ye here record from day one because enye calendar mo nkwa na ye auctions.
The affair more catch OSP no.
The American say, me say, oh, Colonel Damwa, obey custom officer during NPP town.
Good.
Before Obeban Ebiaba, Ebisuaba, and San Ebisubaye. If you want to gather a recorder, a bebwao, ama wire fair investigation, then you start from the previous. Say first, send ye no, Manipanembra, no explain to you. Then you call everybody. Then Satam no worry chicken and damoso. Who the chicken and damoso? Oh, I
don't know. It deals with a specific time frame. But you are saying, sir, on cast the mind back to previous administrations.
Before Canada,
the time and auction. Yeah, I'm saying, but sir.
So what I'm saying is, Mr. Investigation a warrior no why ma kroben so
oh my Ghana
why you me case buy no you start from
no I think he's not getting the thing right. Who is not getting the point I was the point I was making is that we have a presidential committee on confiscation asset confiscation what you say and the end of okay uboka was in there and the cows there was an NDC special prosecutor NDC commissioner but the commissioner was at and you no na you no. I don't know whether you know that. Sometimes the auction is by allocation is by a percentage go to the presidency, a percentage go to the Ministry of Finance, a percentage go to the GRA. No, that is what the confiscation committee, asset committee, chaired by somebody who
that's
is not
the
commissioner. Yes, it's not the commissioner. So before they allocate cheat. So the cheat is just the auction department or the custom division. And no back you cheat that with your payment and go and do payment. They facilitate the process of release. Wow. And you throw a letter. I don't think the letter to address to Canada, you've not been fair to him. What? So if you say you want to investigate the auctioning of there's a committee chairman of government asset committee who is one of Nana something like that at the presidency now. It's at a castle there.
Okay.
So they will have a critical rundown of all auctioning. And you are saying, so since 1992, every president has a transition period, which is part of it. So the commissioner custom play a major role, but it doesn't chair that committee. So if not witch hunting, if you don't have a personal interest against
no, why do you say
no, I'm just saying something. I'm not saying that. I say if not that you have if you don't have a personal interest, you will know as a special prosecutor say when it comes to auction there are processes which the commissioner custom does not even have a say.
Masaya they are the back force with the commissioner.
So I'm saying their duty is do releases and they make sure that the process of receive. I think that's what they do.
In this case, Colonel Damwa Bomu.
Oh, I don't know. Unless of course there's a fiducial issue we don't know. Right. And that's why the investigation is good. But if you get a critical rundown of auctioning, you go to the presidency, there's a chair, which is a legal binding, which compares the Ministry of Finance. And they have a rep. The custom, Ghana Revenue Authority, and they have a rep. And then the presidency, and they have a rep. And these three departments comes together to form the government consultative committee, asset committee. So this is the committee you have to target.
The exit. You make the exit. But approaching Colonel Damois is the right person to approach.
Okay.
In terms of confiscated assets committee, auction goes by the structure of the government. The structure is chief of staff who form the committee. The committee is a confiscated assets committee. The committee is going to lead by somebody as a chairman of the committee. When the thing comes, they will bring the process to them. The committee plus the representative of GRE, the representative of custom, and the minister of finance.
Yes.
When they finish and says, we have allocated this car to
The president.
Richard Manuribe.
Yes.
So once we allocated the car to him, we will write it to they will write it to custom.
Okay.
So the custom will give Rich a cheat to go and pay the money to the Minister of Finance. Once you pay the money, then you get the receipt.
Yeah.
You will use that to go and take your car.
Your
Then
colours.
you remove the car. The money is representing somewhere like duty.
Okay, yeah.
You understand? Just you have to pay money to the government.
That's saying the exact duty now.
No,
definitely.
that's
auctioning.
No, that's why it's auction.
Auctioning,
You can pay 1 CD. So there's nothing. I just want him to know, sir. There's no impression, say, they are thinking corruption. That is where I want to put my word. If not, the right person to answer is the
Customs head.
because he has the final record of it. Record now on confiscated doesn't have it. But confiscated only propose that this is the meeting proposed by the committee that this car, I'm coming, this car has been allocated to this person. Then the custom officer will write a cheat to the person. Then you use that cheat to go and pay the money to the Minister of Finance. Because that money doesn't go to committee or neither the custom officer. It goes to the account of the government. Then you use the receipt, to go and pay. So if the prosecutor wants an information that will help him, therefore, he is asking for the people that has been allocated.
So not GRA.
Not those who are allocated. No, not GRA.
Not GRA.
I beg you, not GRA. Take it easy. Let me just remind you.
Which one is
I
it?
can't show you because you are a
No, but
senior.
letter no was addressed to
I'm reminding
the
you.
custom division of the
Yes,
GRA.
because the custom division is the head. He is the one that signed the cheat, not GRA boss.
Okay.
No,
It's a
it's not the
custom
one.
officer. So this is matter of custom officer. So I believe, sir, people should not create any intention that somebody is after somebody. It is the due process. This is the government that wanted to fight corruption. Within our own government, any case, the president has given him mandate. And the prosecutor is the president that gave him the job. And what be said, then a man for me to say a different way. You understand me? The door. At least idea will be yeah. I am surprised at mom.
Yeah.
Because Omunim say to be free way to be a yeah. So all that they are discussing here,
There's an expose here. There's an expose here. Yeah, they have that. Look, Ali Suraj is not that ordinary in NPP.
It's for them to be very careful of what is coming.
Oh, I don't
I don't
understand.
want us to go down.
Yeah,
Auction thing, fine. You can just ask for the record.
Yeah.
You remember I says that they should ask for the previous record. Because if you want to compare a record, you should do the comparison of the previous one. A DNAC, this is how your Chrome Ghana, your Koso, your auction. Is it a genuine way? And your genuine way. Kwan ben ye faso. Identity ya fa no kwan we see. This year kase ye pese ye who the price and everything and thing na. Maybe a special prosecutor person or can normal be boom. No dia shade no dia yade bi because na normal be so baby e fa baby.
No.
Me catch us money ye mu shino. Money ye mu
understand.
Money create an impression say obi call after obi. Money create an impression say our government has confused. Money create the impression say this has something to do with economy. Nothing. This is mandate. Yedia manipa na waswe in say I'll work for Ghana, not for political party. Until later now watch letter in the right direction, constitutionally, because the don you two no producer or
Yeah.
Producer and one fresh say Embra studio.
No, correct.
And then what program?
One for our
Say obi a won fi ha bisa omu nyina mind also.
Yes, Siraj, you don't remember.
Yeah. When you have a first also be with you why by had the dad still a new.
No, but on so high ni fi. But me beto no wa ha. Yeah, me beto no wa ha.
Enti the door me say tie for tie say this has nothing to do with economy. This is to help Ghana to straight the workers for obia hu say to me wo ho. Obia hu say jima edi hye wonsa no one day e be bisa wo mu koshi and I will confiscated that me obia no obetimi a challenge me say let an baby I call no enye the right way because ono na sign cheat but my create impression say obi mpena sama obi ni no problem far from that he's capable of doing his own job he trusts himself so this is an information awodema and now or the information ma me law be I be ka say so the carry am one city why mistake was auction there once we see auction so when you see word auction now I mean catch some more beyond so there's nothing to be fear
and today na OSP no all seek to find
so what can
of final to
the receipts available to him
no
that was the amount paid
do baby there are certain impression be amount for onye jima say na amount for the information e dey call who the information be call I say we are very careful the information about the government cannot work without the committee. Once the government has formed the committee, it has been mandated. Your committee in the you cannot say it's illegal. Because first of all, law back the committee, confiscated assets committee since from Akufo-Addo, there is a constitutional law back here because they can't do it because that's why they have a chairman that has
said na Martina me do days and Kamubeka say persecution.
No.
With Kisi Ejabin going after your own appointees, how do you see it?
It shows that he's working hard. That is up to the appointees to come and clear themselves.
Okay.
Me Obamiswa, me na also me clear me home. But I expect everybody to say yes indeed. My government na the Danko Akufo-Addo is fighting corruption. Other side and come back. Where Abano, who said the man is doing the right thing. Yet if you baby and economy, why not poor economy who dance now?
My final 5 minutes on Guta for threats.
5 minutes.
Yeah, because on say he just came on Guta for threats. On CD depreciation. So say VIP way in Kasa about me our boss away.
Oh, His Excellency the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. Also, Nipabia was smart on his job, doesn't talk too much.
Sure.
You talk
but
once.
We've known the VIP to be very vociferous.
You know the VIP.
Baumia, when you're a silent man.
You know Baumia. He
talks, very loud.
He talks when it's time for him to talk.
Okay.
He rather concentrate on the job. You know him from the flat bearer, running mate, to the vice president, Unim say, and yes, sir, Wakasa Monday, no Wakasa Tuesday, no Wakasa
98.9.
He make sure say he do the due diligence before Obekasa. On person Obeka assembly just because yes, one man Bekasa no about TV so radio no Obekasa. No. He's a chairman of the Economic Management Committee. So if something is not going well, he must concentrate and make sure that it will go well. That is the kind of the leader we have. Sesi Aminu Kasai is working so hard. And I tell you, sir, very soon you will see the changes. I will challenge anybody, including him. Remember, catch him say, at least so the bois economy affected baby, Ghana phone, and Ghana. Pandemic, you can't throw it away. There's no way Ukraine war. Because said no, we are lying. What does Russia got to do with Ukraine war? This is something that I want you, my brother, to be discussing. Russia has more impact we are saying now. And then Russia say, but Russia, you need Russian currency. Dollar biome. And it means they have bring down dollar. So Russia. And then Russia tries to influence some of the countries almost the same thing. Russia try to penetrate Saudi Arabia. Say we are Saudi Arabia. And say we use Saudi Arabia currency. Meanwhile, we are marketing the dollar. It's the dollar no more to be from cotton no man from beton and $20. To mutu baby a dollar no mutu kuni no ma for bi krom kasa. Say run one ye ni baby a one akwakodu. Me no kasa say nipa o ma go down to their life based on COVID-19. Baby anti me and wake you up. Is it the fault of government? Before COVID, beba na man for Sika. Before COVID, beba na business he koso. Before COVID, beba na man for China. Every week no more, but ene ni pa obenya China ba ko be kokura no abre.
So these are some of the Russia Ukraine war no ebetwa no.
Yes.
Say dollar no be kwa.
Say you control. You need dollar wa Ghana. Ghana you need dollar.
Debbie.
You need dollar. Business na the Ghana.
What happened? 98.9.
Obi kwa bontia. O dey fan say me kwa America. Na okuta cities. Me chow 20,000 Ghana cities.
The bubes sign to dollars.
That is what we're talking about. It will come America. It is America needs to your business. Now or call Ukraine, Russia, Kotonoma, and then obey me the dollar with Russia. Oh, to me, it is a Russia cash and the can 10,000 now. Oh, wait a minute.
Say be no about me, I bet me I be.
Oh, be or obey me. That's why I respect him as a vice president. He's a man of integrity. Or constant. That's why the fact that politics said to me disorganized. Oh, now man for kind of margin.
At least Suraj.
But we're concentrated on building the Ghana.
I see.
Because moment now, we're concentrating on at the proper time. My boss will come out and speak the right time. And you say, Obi and Timmy pushing man is big.
Mate, Suraj, you have enough time. I mean, Manuribe, but still to come. But the case you know, Honafi, president is in the Upper West region.
Very well.
And our commission a solar plant to be very powerful. Ewo Hono say, I will win the 2024 elections for the NPP. Says the president.
That is the man of the
So
moment.
10 minutes each. 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. Yanko.
We all know that economies have indications. And that's how Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, he used indices and the structures are, or the just opposite the Ghanaian economy are not incompetent. I bet I was talking about, I don't even say the practical aspect of it. It's not even practical. They just talking about. It's just talking about what you know. See, you talk about Russia-Ukraine war. No, hold on. I don't want to say you are lying, but I want to prove to you before Russia-Ukraine war. When is the time Russia-Ukraine war started? You know, okay, so say a mid-year budget. I mean, see, the uplift of the oil sector about $500 million. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, before Russia-Ukraine war, every business person, investor has moved from the oil and the wheat and whatever it is to go the economy. They don't tell me I'm lying. Every business investor has moved to go the economy. And you realize at that time the gold prices were very, very lucrative. Now Ghana is the second largest producer of gold in Africa, sixth in the world. What do we use? We share Mineral Commission and the Minister of Land report now mobile. Within the Russia-Ukraine one, the gold proceeds now it's over close to $255 million. I don't know that you check. Piak for the report in the buyer.
Yeah.
Now, it shows to tell us, at that time, the Ghana, the natural resources we have, will have make more revenue of it. You can't say the GIPC formal report on the buyer. Almost see, yam exportation has given Ghana close to $90 million proceed this year. So that shows that time Russia Ukraine war buy and California wheat near ammonia bread and the European countries have now relied on Ghana by even though we didn't know how to modernize the other sector. No, quite more revenue from. So what did you use for agri? It means the government was no more focused on it. You rely on consumption, and that's what leads us to wherever we are. The economy America no. I want to mean tell me say. The major problem with the economy and their starting is not about capital flight. You can never tell me that. All businessmen, you can say, nobody is rolling over was his bond or his investment. I do now. Everybody's moving to United States economy. And now you can tell me that the hike of the United States interest is quite lucrative. They don't. It is clear. And your local business are falling up. They can't pay tax. They can't pay revenue. So tax to GDP has declined. And that is where I've gotten to. I think let us all come together as a country and find a solution to the current state of economy. I enjoy giving titles to people. Well, I'm not saying Dr. Bawumia one bombing to me in Kasa. He has done his best with whatever he can do. But maybe I don't know the managers of economy has mismanaged. Why? IMF catch a clear say there's lack of capital access international market and the demand of domestic bonds. I just say baby economy people lost confidence in our economy. So we enjoy here, we are in difficult times. We should growth. We are growth starting here with 3 oil fields. The growth have come down. Agri sector to GDP has declined. All sector, all indications. Food inflation is about 47%. Oh, and baby, any titles. Let us get serious. We in NDC are ready. There be a catch him. When John Dramani Mama in his time, you know what he did. We are ready. Call us. Let's sit down on a round table and see how we can just rapidly
about the Kalio solar plant.
The Kalio solar plant. You just the Japan International Corporation Agency.
Thank you
know. And I was in charge of renewable energy. So that one, I will come there. Kalio solar plant. It's what we know. So the problem.
2038.
You know the problem. The problem of this country is renewable energy.
Yeah.
You know, and beside renewable energy policy fair, they will tell you, say, the restoration, maybe I bet not restore, no, that is where we have the major problem. And the time of Japan International JICA for back, they invest huge into renewable energy. You know, the batteries and the solar panel one, the last panel of it alone is about 25 years before I can even do maintenance. And they get kind of require ECG, you know, who could have doubled that money to invest in summer because ECG is even recording negative now, negative profit. So renewable energy is something I will support. But on my penny man just say and then I'm quite away. And the man penny John Dramani Mahama. When is that already a 2020 manifesto? We were told that we're going to have a renewable commission. You are aware?
Yeah.
It has been our plan. Upper is we started some projects, even the water plan now yesterday. You started with renewable officer with water resource commission. I started a power solar system with all boreholes. Electricity in the who come islands community, maybe about 4 island community or fishing company. We started with the Japan International Corporation, and then I think is it Denmark or one company like that. And it is something we have advanced, and John Dramani Mahama. I think we've covered so many areas, and the ocean energy sector that has even reduced the burden on energy. Normally when you see, and it's inaugurate that plant. But me back say the Minister of Energy now that the Directorate of Renewable Energy Department or by our good at directorate. Are you aware? That directorate is no more functioning again. No, I'm telling you. And that is where Minister of Energy.
If it's there or not, what does it?
Oh no, they have the policy base. They have the policy base on the renewable energy and how to empower renewable energy. And it's not only about that. We also have to look at the wind energy as well. Oh, and to some money, idea man pay John Dramani advance. I have got dream pepper be and then because he has even covered about 70% of it. Oh, by we use man pay 0.1% quite start here. I will not say that. Oh yeah, but I want the durability is another problem. I say so it's good. But man pay say he will win election 2024 for the NDC NPP candidate now. I've said to them, the president doesn't believe in the democracy. He doesn't believe in Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. Ocean Sema Oka UPSC. He must be very careful.
Careful.
Yes, the president must be very, very careful.
Oh, come on.
The people. The president.
No.
You can advise the president, but you can't caution.
But I think I have my own opinion to express why
your own opinion will not be accepted on the radio station.
Which radio station?
Because you say careful.
That's
I
quite.
cannot sit here for
Is your president? Is Ghanaian president?
He's our president.
He's our president.
Once you use, I'm coming. Once you use the word carefully,
I said no, but maybe
he has something against you.
Maybe the English is the problem. I said the president must be very careful.
No, you don't have to.
That's the word I said.
About what?
The president must be very careful.
Careful about what?
I didn't say he should be careful.
No, careful about what?
Because the way I tweet that he's going in the violence way. Yes, violence way.
Oh, come on.
He said he has a responsibility and a duty.
Example,
What
example do you?
He said he said
provide to back your statement.
Look, I did communication service.
No, but if you say
No, hold on.
Because
he's trending on the violence where Suraj, allow me.
I did communication service.
Where is the violence connection?
This is the third platform the president used to tell us you're going to hand over power to the 2024 NPP
candidate. Yeah.
This is the third platform. The first and second platform, his posture. And what he said he has a responsibility in his career of politics that in 2025 January 7 he will hand over power to an NPP candidate. And that is what he must do.
No, but no,
and that is what he must do. Did you hear him say that? And today
he added that. Yes, that is what he must do.
And he said it in the southern part of the country. And then he's part of the northern part of the country. He's telling us that he will win elections 2024 for MPP candidate. But you see, the reality of the matter is that the election 2024, the president must know that it is not between the MPP and NDC. It is between the NDC and Jen Mensah. And we must take care of it. We will take care of this election nicely and honorably. I mean, the MPP is not in the contest. Who is going to vote for MPP?
No, but the EC is not a contesting party.
Oh, no, but the EC has been maneuvering and massaging figures for MPP. It's a reality. We have our view on that. We've gone to court of that. The Court of Competent Jurisdiction, composed of 7 judges, said the Court of Competent Jurisdiction, comprising of 7 judges, told us that we must respect the verdict. But the Court of Public Opinion, that was more than 20 million Ghanaians, said Omampeni John Dramani Mahama was the president-elect.
But that court of public opinion wasn't able to change
Absolutely, that's the
declaration of the Electoral Commission.
If it was to be a United States Constitution,
and the Raila Odinga pink sheets are what they court to Kenya elections.
Absolutely. So
and
we must
that's
respect,
what democracy
and that is
entails.
the law.
That's
the
law.
We must respect the law.
So,
but you see, that's what I'm saying. That we in NDC and his Senator John Dramani Mahama is going to take care of this election nicely and honorably.
So on what basis will the EC make a declaration?
Yes.
Mobe accept the result.
Oh, see, number one, I am telling you today, it's not my party's, even though it has even been my party's opinion from the day one.
Happy 98.9.
Generation should know that we will never and ever accept regional coalition centers in the next election.
Regional coalition centers.
We will accept it.
But Ghana card, now you're okay with the Ghana card.
Is it?
Ghana card, you're okay now.
Oh, what is wrong about Ghana card? When everybody have Ghana card and say, let's convert to voters register. Because it has been merged with all cards.
Good.
And, for what you know, if you look at that identification, it's a good policy. Nobody dispute that fact. If all my card, my NIA card, my Senate card, my driving license is all emerged in Ghana card, and my voters ID card also emerged in Ghana card, what's the big deal?
I get you.
I mean, it doesn't,
you said it right.
You said it right. Easier.
Yeah,
but you see, when you deny people of the card and you tell them that you need to vote, that is why people will raise alarm.
Okay.
But I can assure Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, he's going to relax as a president at 80. God has blessed him. And so we want to tell him, I know, and I will tell you what is happening. They will massage their way for Dr. Mahama to face John Dramani Mahama.
Well, let's wait and get there.
It is a reality. But so I want to assure them that in 2025, 7th January, when you call Richard Manuel, I'll tell him to do something at the Jubilee House. Wow. I have a responsibility.
Wow, such a conviction.
And that's the reality.
I hear.
So if he says he's going to win elections, I think the people of Nadoli Kalio, the people of Jirapa, going to Lora to Nandom to Pina to Hamele and then Lamuse to Kani, they've seen the good job is actually John Dramani Mahama have done, being into hospitals, roads, schools. So, do you know?
No, you have 1 minute.
Do you know Lora? If you move from Lora to Nandom, you see the road Omampeni John Dramani Mahama from Lora to Pina. That road was in construction. So Pina to Lamuse will build a community senior school there, and there's a hospital at Lamuse town. And you go to Kani, you see a development. Whatever it is.
Richard Manuribe of the NDC.
And the people in Wa will see the regional library we've built. Okay. We'll see the water project we're doing in, I think, Jabrusu or something like that. We will see the one regional hospital we have put up. And so many projects out there.
President, I commissioned AstroTurf for Suho.
That is what AstroTurf means what?
It means what? Which
of the AstroTurf? The one they use for contest parties.
Oh, come on, make a jump.
No, which one? I don't know.
Let's be a bit serious.
The sports one or
the one they use for concert parties.
Yes.
AstroTurf any idea?
Oh, the vice president
Mamina was say Richard Manuribe, but if the vice president went to commission an AstroTurf, now can say they use for a concert party. It's
after that they drink coke.
Come on. Say, I mean, as part of the commission in India, there are a bit of fun
activity.
A bit of fun activity will be there. But Mamima Suraj, the last 10 minutes on President tour of the Upper West, no nafi.
The presidential candidate
Happy 98.9.
Now, Utieni communicators, it tells you, say, even the leader himself is not serious. There's so much joke into their business. This is the government the country that we should not push too much joke for us to get to the level of calling names on the achievement that the sitting president is trying to give it to the people of the constituencies or
the region.
More like the region.
Yeah.
Because you see, no matter how it is, we still have 2 more years to concentrate on the mandate that has been given to us by Ghanaians. That's why the president is doing a tour to commission some of the projects, to also cut the sort of some of the projects. Today, you have an NDC communicator, someone who is very close to John Dramani Mahama, someone who is eating with John in the morning and afternoon, telling us that telling the grassroots that the park which has been commissioned by the president is a concert party. I believe Ghanaians are listening. whether you are joking.
You want to pick up one of the words that you're talking about.
I keep quiet. You ask me.
I'm saying the other
Mafia done.
mafia. They hear no so kind of.
And also, I would be shocked if my own brother that I know he has economic background, especially energy.
Yeah.
Renewable
Will be
energy.
sitting and saying things that I don't want to say he knows nothing about it. It look like he knows nothing about it. Today you are talking about economy. My brother, when they say economy, we are Ghanaians. I didn't read economy. I don't have an economic background. But let's use common sense.
They don't go like
The common sense, especially, he doesn't respect Zongo.
I'm a Zongo boy. Why? I'm not the Northerner. I'm not the Northerner. Look at you.
You see
What am I saying? No, you see your life. Oh. The Zongos know more Zongo than you. Want to stay in US? You want to stay in US? Your party came.
Allow. Manuribe, allow.
Why Nima Madina in US? What are you saying?
You see, if I am a businessman, I go to China to bring a goose, for instance, chicken or something to feed Ghanaians.
Yeah.
The money I use is my own business money. It's not a government money. So now, I can't go back to China again because of COVID-19. I don't know. I'm scared to send my money for somebody to do me 419. The business has locked. It doesn't bring any impact. My brother sitting here and telling me that it's nothing. I'm feeling bad for what happened to me. He's using what happened to me to compare with the economic of the country. We must be very careful of what we are saying because it also added into the economy. That is part of the economy of the country because as a Happy FM, today we are sitting in Happy FM. Maybe there's a program that you are doing that gives you money outside. Because of COVID-19, he didn't give you money. Today we are talking about, we should forget about Happy FM because it's a radio station. Economy of Ghana is part of everything that related to marketing. It's an exchange rate. Am I wrong, my brother?
Yes, you are.
The exchange rate is part of everybody that do business within the government and outside the government. And we are telling you that COVID-19 has also played a role. You say no. We say Ukraine war has played the role. You say no. Fine, that is your opinion. Let me come back to character assassination. Human being should know the level which he is going to take his character assassination in.
Okay.
You don't have to go to the extent of the one who is now your president, your candidate president. I believe today your candidate will warn you by the phone call. Get to the point of you can't even warn foul. Not to talk about you warning my president. It's my president.
Is your president Ghanaian's president?
No, I'm just, if it's your president, you will learn how to treat. When I called your man, I say, the former president, it means he's my president. I didn't warn him.
Yeah.
But you
accorded him the necessary respect.
I gave him the necessary. You are here anytime here.
Yeah, anytime.
If I wanted to plead with it's not even a candidate.
What year Happy 98.9.
Please advise his boys.
The
The reason why I says that is if they go around saying things like this, we may force to reply them.
Yeah.
And when we reply them, we're not going to use them. We use his father because his father didn't teach him a lesson home. So, okay, so please, I beg my brother, this our president that is doing well for us. It will pain me if you are saying that. Leave everybody to say. As we speak now, he's doing more improvement into your country, your town, where you are from.
The home region.
You mentioned from Laura, you go here.
But I'll say, and Yemeni be your president and commissioner, I say, you do.
Okay, but
for me,
Ghana,
this solar plant are huge.
If the president is in Upper West,
good.
There is a solar plant at Upper West. The people around the neighborhood, it's been a while they didn't see the president. They saw their president came to their territory, commission what the president can do for them, or what currently the president has done for them.
No, it's not.
Is it matter big or small? It's a matter of investment. Sometimes where we misplace ourselves, we mix the exit.
But at the end, the president Ignacio Walker said he will win the elections for the NPP.
I'll come back there. Let me just end this one. In my village, actually, if we need light, maybe we need water, and the water is too small. But that water is our problem. So the president has been able to do the water.
Are you expansion?
Are you telling me, sir, because you are in the city, getting the whole water that you have, you don't value what they did to us? So every single town has what it deserves, what he is looking for.
We'll be on the priority.
I think you should apologize of the neighbor.
I also apology,
no,
Dodo.
because it was a sound
Suraj.
we should not be, if it's
we have to be decorous. No, we have to be decorous with our submission.
It's sorry to say sorry. It's disrespect to the constituency. For you to tell them that what they did to them doesn't matter.
Winning the 2024 for the NPP, no? How do you see it?
The president of the republic is saying this. Today, NDC are crying. They should not forget, in this country, there is a say in English, whatever goes around,
comes around.
Today he's telling you, your candidate, my own president, former president, John Dramani Mahama, asked Nanado to bring Baumia. He asked him, bring him. And I tell you that if God permits, they choose him. I'll bring him and make sure that he got the power. Is it a crime?
But
I
read the publication
because
where you said
for the president to tell you that he will hand over power to NPP doesn't mean he will steal for NPP. He said he will make sure that he will do what he's doing. Because the kind of improvement that he's doing, that will make the neighbors know that, yes, this government has done well, so we must give them more 4 years. That is what he means by what he says. He said he will work hard for any candidate that will come, who win the election. Therefore, I will hand over power to him. He did not say that he's going to steal the power or force anybody or connive. You see, my brother used the word connive with the EC. You see, say,
the election will not be between NDC and NPP, but the NDC and EC. There be.
Well, see, this election is between him and the EC because his stick is there. Maybe because the previous EC want to work with him, we refuse. So he think this EC is working with us. We are capable of winning the election with integrity and dissent and talking to Ghanaians what he mean for Ghana to choose the leader because we have qualified. Despite the fact that you were challenges, we'll be able to manipulate and make sure we add social intervention.
You
don't have no challenge, you have no social intervention. Today you sit here and you talk. When we talk, you don't need to talk. Because when NPP talk, no NDC should talk because we are talking.